Hi, my name is Rick, and welcome back to Unscripted Cancer. So I've spent the last two episodes talking about my diagnosis. What I'd like to talk about today is just the aftermath of a diagnosis. You know, you walk out of the doctor's office and you go home. Now what do you do? If you're like I was, and a doctor looks at you and says you have cancer, somebody might as well have kicked you in the stomach and taken away your breath, because you're kind of just, you feel awful. Your brain kind of goes numb. You're just like, what's this mean? What do I do? So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. One, kind of doing the motivation of you're not alone. So don't think I'm the only one that's felt this way. I remember going home and walking out just numb initially with first diagnosis, second diagnosis the same way, recurrence the same way. You're just kind of numb. And then you get home. I think my range of emotions was I initially get angry, I believe. And I want you to think that's okay. Let those emotions be what they are. Just don't physically abuse anybody. You don't want to end up in jail. But and then I was sad. I think I was angry with just this feeling of, well, wait a minute, I had plans for my life. What's this mean now? And then when I started thinking about the impact of my wife and my kids, then I got very sad and I spiraled down very, very quickly. And again, I don't think anything unusual. If you've had a doctor say that to you, I'm sure you feel that way. I know when I was sitting there in the warm, wet blanket of my own misery, and it's amazing how we pull that out and we want to wrap it around ourselves and say, oh, I feel so good now. This thought went through my head of, what am I doing? I just got told I have cancer. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the outcome will mean. I'm instantly assuming I'm dying tomorrow. And just this realization of, you know what? You don't know that you're not going to die tomorrow any day of the week. And there was this instant realization of, you're right. And yet I go through every single day assuming I will be here tomorrow, assuming I will be here 6 weeks later. And that person I wanted to say thank you to, I'll deal with that next week. Or that thing I wanted to try, I've always been interested in doing this, A, B, and C, I'll do it some other time. And you put things off. Or maybe my kid has a game that I need to go to, or a play, or a music recital. Well, I'll catch it next time. We don't know. And when I started to grasp that reality, it gave me energy and the realization of, and at times I've told people it's a blessing that I got out of cancer, this realization that we take life for granted. Now, don't think I instantly jumped up and was like, woohoo, let's go, everything's perfect. No, but it was a process. And I think the realization, and what I would tell you, go home, you're feeling sick, yes, feel sick, allow yourself to feel that way, allow yourself to be angry, allow yourself to be sad and cry and hug those around you, but at some point you have a choice. I could sit here and be in misery about this and probably make my passing come a lot quicker, or I could say, you know what, I'm getting up every day and making a difference. Go out and enjoy life to the fullest. And that would be my encouragement. You need to get up. And that's what I had to do. Okay, got up. Okay. It's this idea of I have cancer, yes. But I am not going to let cancer run my life. I will deal with it on my terms until I can't anymore. And it's just something I live with. I'm going to have diabetes. Same thing. It's just something I live with. You fight with it, you keep moving on, but it doesn't take away the beauty in life. I would argue for me, it intensified the beauty of life because I looked at everything in the moment. All right, so what do? First, you got to get yourself to the point that you want to do something, and hopefully some of the things I said, realizations, are helpful to you. And then you move into the realm of do some research. Go do some looking, find out what you're dealing with. I've warned you before, do not go to forum sites. They will terrify you beyond belief. From people that don't even have a medical degree, you'll be surprised what you're going to see. Stick to reputable companies or reputable medical facilities. Talk to your doctor. Get some information. Try not to be rash in your decisions. But also don't be foolish in your decisions. Don't sit back and say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to do anything. It's just going to heal itself. And I'm a strong believer in faith, but at the same time, it's okay to let medical assistants help you. So talk to your doctors. Go get some information. Most importantly, hug those around you. Go to your family. Go to your spouse. Go to your kids. And you might look at me and say, you know what? Rick, I don't have anybody for me. Nobody wants me around. I'm going to tell you right now, I do. I want you around. And if that's all you need, then I want you here. You send me an email, you comment, whatever. I want you to realize you have purpose in life. You always have. Dealing with cancer is just another bump on the road. I want you there. And all those that are out there, I care for you. I know what you're dealing with. Don't give up. Keep fighting. I did want to say, I think I'm going to stop there. Next year, as we go into this, I'm going to talk about other specific side effects. How do you do a pharmaceutical cost? What about surgeries, et cetera, and those type of things? What about the days that I'm just upset? And yes, I still have them. Just like that very first day, I also still have them now. And you know what? I found it's okay to allow yourself to be upset once in a while. That's okay. It's actually part of the process, I think. But you got to get up. Just like after this diagnosis, you walk out of the doctor's office, give yourself a day, 2 or so, but after that, you got to get up. And you know, this is our end of the season finale. I thank all those that have watched so far. We will be back in January. I think at this point we're going to take some time off, focus on the holidays, focus on Christmas. And from my family to you, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. I wish that all your medical treatments continue to go. I wish that you would continue to have the drive and purpose to live. Fight it, fight it, fight it. You have value. So much you have value. All of our Unscripted channels will be season finale here. One Unscripted with Pete. Unscripted with Pete and I. And we do have an announcement I'd like to share starting next year. We are starting a 4th channel called Unscripted Faith. One of the things in our other channels, we've tried to avoid direct conversations about our faith, though sometimes in this channel I can avoid not talking about it because it's some of the things that have given me strength. But I don't want to turn people off in other things. If we can offer help, we want to offer help. We also want to provide that opportunities where Pete and I will talk about our Christian walk and our journey through life. So again, once again, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I will see you next year. Keep fighting the fight. Bye.